All right, Sim fans, hey, welcome back. This time we'll be doing a little iRacing. I've done iRacing for many years in the past. I decided with my new CSL Elite wheel and my new Club Sport V3 pedals that I've done a review on. Please check that out. I show you how to do a cheap mount, but thought do a little something for you racing simmers out there. Been really focusing on the flight simming, but Sim Fanatic is for sim fans in general. So a little something for you racing fans out there. I know many of you like both, like flight simming and racing. So let's I thought to get back into it, I would just try, so you can see up here I got a 265. I do have my Class A license, so I can do the A races. But however, to get back into the groove, so to speak, I figured, yeah, let's play it easy. Let's play it cool. So we're gonna join. We're just gonna do a kind of a free rookie. When you drive with rookies, nothing against your rookies out there if you're on iRacing. Okay, I'll just say that. But yeah, you sometimes I kind of like to not even qualify, so I can be in the back of the pack and I just kind of hang out until they all wreck, and then you can just kind of drive by them and then take a better position. We'll see if that in theory if that'll work. A lot of times when I've done the races like this, it does work. So. But yeah, we'll get started here. I don't know. I kind of feel like, just skip the qualifying. I can go to results here. So you can kind of watch for people place based on that. But yeah, I kind of feel like, hang out in the back. There's going to be, let's see, we've got 15 laps for this. Notice it does say race unofficial. So few ways in you're playing iRacing. If you look at that, you know it's not going to. So if you wreck or you go damage, so iRacing, what it does is it basically um, you have an I rating, and so one of the ways that iRacing is really great is it encourages safe and careful driving, not careless driving that you'll have a lot of times when you get into Forza or you get into some of the other online racing games or you could have any number of people that are racing that, they might be new to the racing game or sim, pardon me. Um, there are racing games, I suppose. I tend to gravitate towards the simulator style of racing, but yeah, so you get into those games, and a lot of times you'll have people just completely wreck out. Well, so as I mentioned, when you're playing in unrated, like it shows here, is you've got the uh, unofficial race. I said unrated, but unofficial race. What that essentially means is if you wreck, it'll still tell you'll get penalty points. So you'll have like 2x or 4x, and so the more bumping or wrecks that you're in, like if you do a complete wreck, it'll be a 4x. That'll go against your I rating, and that I rating determines on what class. So if you're class A, class B, so when you make it so you start off as rookie, then you go to, I believe, class D, and then as you gain experience and you drive cleanly or as clean as you can, depending on the number of races, and there's a whole algorithm that calculates it based on number of turns and the track and all that, number of laps, of course. But you keep gaining levels until you get to class A, and then I believe above class A, it's been a while for me, so I apologize. Above class A, you'll get to the Pro Series, I believe. And so, yeah, and you can drop back down. And I've done that where I've got up to A and then I've had a few bad. And the problem with it, the one thing that is frustrating for a lot of iRacing simmers, yours truly, is that somebody can completely wreck you out and you still take the damage. You still on your iRating score. So even if I had some careless driver purposefully slam into my rear end or blow me off the track, I will still take a 4X. Now, you can contest that, and iRacing will review it and determine, oh yeah, this, entirely wasn't your fault, and then credit you back, so to speak. Or they can penalize someone else even by restricting them from racing. They can actually basically kick them from iRacing if they continually do that. So that actually cuts both ways, and I think overall it cuts the better way because it gets people to really take it seriously when they're racing on here. So we'll be about qualifying here. Thought my daughter was coming into the room. It's like she has school tomorrow. She should be in bed. Could argue that I should be in bed. All right, so here we go. So now you grid for 2 minutes, and so if you've ever played iRacing, this is all familiar to you. But today as you can see, we're at Daytona International Speedway, oval track, 2.5 miles with 4 turns, of course. It's a fun track, actually. You can pretty much keep on the accelerator about the whole time. My favorite is, is Talladega. I love that track. So as you can see, I'm damn near dead last because I didn't qualify, and that's actually exactly where I want to be. I want to be in the back. I'm going to hang back. I'm going to let a lot of these, but now they're not necessarily all rookies, but I'm in a rookie race. I'm just going to let them go forward, and if there's no wreck and I fall way behind, then that's that. But again, back into iRacing, and
sound clear.
Same here.
Fucking Australian.
So we'll go ahead and see how this goes.
QP.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I really
You're Australian, buddy.
really would like to get the
Sorry.
shifter. I had the shifter for the G920.
We're working together, okay, baby?
One lap to green.
Well,
Line up on the inside. Pit road is closed right now. Catch start 29 car.
I probably could have muted the other drivers.
I'm fucking Victorian, man, so you know.
That's all right. Gives you kind of a feel for what's discussed here. Again, a lot of you probably play iRacing. Race iRacing.
Man. We're about to you right now.
But yeah, I'm gonna hang back, and that's gonna be a little tip for some of you that maybe aren't used to playing iRacing. If you're playing a rookie level race, I mean, I found I just kind of start in the back, and
all right, guys, good luck.
Because they all get together, and then there could be these big wrecks.
Let's just try and get to a minimum.
And so I'll probably just hang back and see if it happens. Now, it could not happen, and I'm left in the dust because I'm not drafting anyone. So we'll see how it works. We'll see how it goes. Get caught up a little bit here. But again, fairly recently, I got the CSL Elite version 1.1 wheelbase and
the pace car is in.
WRC wheel. So here, now look at this. See, now they're going, and it kind of slowed up.
Really?
So some of the others are probably having a similar plan. Just kind of hang back and see what happens. Yep, and there it is. See what I mean? That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to get out of this. So I'm going to just see, it'll probably come right up into me. But that's exactly why you want to hang back. So, I mean, how many positions there fans did I just take? Here's another one. So if you look under the right there, relative. So yeah, I definitely jumped up several spots just by hanging back. Now, I mean, honestly, I've actually won races this way.
Bro.
See, a little profanity there. Sorry about that. It's out of my control. Could probably bleep that out. There's another guy that went up. There's another wreck here. So as long as he doesn't come up into me, okay, thank you. So there we go. Like I said, nifty little, and all of you that are already iRacing racers, you know that trick. And I'm still surprised that more people don't do that. Now, that's not going to get you anywhere, sim fans, when you're racing a Class A, B, even C class race. That's not going to work. It might occasionally work, but then you get to the level of having some, good drivers that are really paying attention to what's going on, and it's going to be really, really tough to catch up once you do that. You hang back like that. Now look at this. Another, and see, there we go. And see, now I don't know what he's going to do. Like, is he going to try to... Nope, he let me get by, so that's good. But you never know in a rookie race. Rookie class race, in an unofficial race, you just never know. So, for what it's worth, if you haven't done iRacing, keep that in mind. So, like, what are we at? We're a 3 of 15, and we're about to overtake this guy, and we're going to take him low. Thank you.
Outside.
And so, just like that. Let's see, where are we at now?
You're in the top 10.
Top 10 now. So, I still need to map my buttons to go up and down in that list there, the relative list, the standings. Forgot I haven't mapped that yet since I got back in. I did a month, so a month for iRacing is $13, and it is expensive. I'm not gonna lie. iRacing is, if you wanna get serious about racing, iRacing, it's a lot of fun. There's nothing beats it, sim fans, when it comes to racing. If you truly like sim racing, all of the tracks are laser scanned. Right now, and I don't have my other webcam set up, so I apologize. I should have set that up so you could see the force feedback on the Fanatec wheel here, but I can literally feel every nook and cranny and crack in this pavement with this wheel. It is amazing. I upgraded from the G920 Logitech, and I'm going to tell you right now, the G920, don't get me wrong, it's a decent wheel, especially if you're just getting into simming for racing. It's a decent wheel. It is.
I'm at 33.
But you step up
Yeah,
even
I
into
saw
the
that.
entry line, and that's really what I've got for the Fanatec. I've got like the entry wheel. Now my pedals I upgraded. I don't have the entry line of the pedals. The Club Sport V3 pedals are I think second from the top that they have. I might be incorrect on that. So, but the wheel is an entry, and I'll tell you right now, the entry level wheel feels like top of the line. It's just amazing. It's a single belt. I've got somebody on my back here. It's a single belt wheel. He's going to draft me here, fans. So I think we're gonna work together here and see if we can't catch some of these other guys up ahead, or he might decide to just blow by me.
Know where
And
you
then
want to go, Chad. We're still there.
And I'll draft him.
I'll stay low.
All of a sudden I saw him like right in my rear view. Oh shit!
Down low. Go high. Go high.
That was almost a crash. Oh, and the guy that was drafting me lost control. That was close. I lost my buddy there. He was drafting me, and we were working together. Now I lost him. I was able to recover. He wiped out. Easy to do too. That's the other thing I noticed. Talking about the Fanatec wheel here. It's because it has so much force feedback, and of course that's all customizable between the end game. The wheel does have settings. It's called tuning settings. That it's all done through the steering wheel. There's a LED, lack of a better term, display. That's not what it's called, but it's on the top of the wheel, and actually, like right now, if I had my webcam on, you could see it.
Yeah, you got both.
My steering cam. but it's actually telling me how fast I'm going. And then there's rev lights, and so I know I'm at the top of my gear, and they'll even flash when I'm like at a high RPM, and all configurable too. There's a software application that you can configure how, if you want those lights to be on or if you want them off. But anyway, what else can we talk about while we wait for somebody to catch up with us to draft?
Go ahead, David.
Maybe we can draft them. I'm in 7th place, so you know what? How many? I can't remember how many racers there were. Were there like 20, 27, 30? I don't remember. But again, just all I had to do is just drive and avoid wrecks and start in the back, and I'm in 7th place. I'm in top 10. I'm not winning this race by any means unless somebody really messes up in front, because there's no way I'm going to catch them. So, take it for what it's worth. It is an unofficial race, so one could argue, why? Why even bother? Why not go for the qualifying lap and get as far up front as you can? Because even if people wreck you out, it's not going to count anyway. There's a lot of validity to that. I can't argue that one. But I will say this: if you get into a ranked class, an official race, again, which means it's ranked, and you crash or you bump into people, you will get your iRating reduced. So if you're racing an official race, I would, if you're in a Class D, I would definitely hang out back.
Warren, man.
Build up your iRating. Build it up, do a bunch of races. I'm sorry, I've been saying iRating. iRating's not right. iRating's when you perform well. Your safety rating is what decreases when you crash. Again, bear with me. It's been a while, gang. It's been a while since I've been doing iRacing. So, but anyway, back to the topic, because lost my train of thought. But again, iRacing is not cheap. So the thing that you be prepared for, just right out of the gate, is you're going to have to spend at least $13 per month if you do a month by month. Of course, you get, like anything, the more months you buy in a subscription, the better the discount. This guy just stopped right there. There we go. I think a year you can get for $110 or something like that.
You're in 4th position.
But see, it doesn't stop there. Then you have to buy all the cars. I mean, it comes with some cars, but the cars and a few tracks. But the stuff that you get, if you want to do an actual, like, it's pretty cool because you can actually do a full season of, you want, the Cup Series, or any of the number of NASCAR, dirt racing, road racing, pretty much everything iRacing has. So whatever is your flavor, your preference for racing series, you can race in NASCAR. I'm pretty sure it's got all, if not all, it's got close to all. And so, but you're going to pay for it because you're going to have to buy the tracks that are in the series. You're going to have to buy the car, at least one of the cars that's in the series.
David, keep your ass straight and I'll push you.
And as you know, there'll be different cars between the Xfinity series and the Cup.
You've got 2 laps to go.
So yeah, I mean, you're seriously going to be spending some money. Look at this, gang. I'm in 4th place. 4th place. All I had to do is start in the back, and I'm in 4th place. Avoid some crashes, which you saw I had to do. Got 2 laps left. Maybe the other 3 that are in the lead here, I can hope that they're like really duking it out, and maybe they'll wreck a couple of them or all 3. I can pull, and it's happened. I've had that happen where I got into 1st place when that's happened. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. I mean, again, I do like iRacing.
You've got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go.
I'm a little conflicted. If I would say if I were to recommend iRacing, I would just say if you can afford it, you're a serious racer. You want the ultimate sim racing experience. Now the graphics, they want to get the biggest market of racers, so the graphics aren't like super spectacular. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not like super spectacular. I mean, if you want, here we are, we're in third. All right, fans. But yeah, if you want super duper graphics, get Forza 7, get Grid. By the way, Forza 7 is included in Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and it's now on the PC. I think Forza 7, and some of you diehard racing fans maybe would disagree, but I kind of think Forza 7 is somewhere in between an arcade and a racing sim, somewhere in between. I mean, you're not going to have full races, you have like, geez, I almost lost my groove there. You'll have like 3 or 5 laps, 3, 4, 5 laps, and there's a checkered flag. Thank you. We took third. Woohoo! In an unofficial title. So, all right, we'll take it. We'll take it, fans. Third place, though. See,
you did really well.
Did really well. So third place, and all we had to do is just drive. Doesn't get easier than that. Unfortunately, given it, and I'm not going to go to the pits. I'm just going to stop here. Oh, I love that feeling, though. I'll tell you what. So in the Club Sport V3, they have these little motors with unbalanced, not magnets, but metal pieces, and so they spin. And so, like, when your rear wheel starts slipping, that motor starts spinning on your accelerator, so you can kind of feel when you're losing grip, which is great because you can say, oh, then take off the accelerator, right? Just like a real car. And then when you're slamming on the brakes, like I just did, not huge, but even what I just did, the motor on the brake, there's a motor on the brake pedal that gives feedback. So it's like force feedback in your pedals. How cool is that? You're going to pay for them, though, because they're like $360. And then by the time you get done paying, shipping and taxes, I think I was a little over 400. So, again, but I'll maybe do a different video on I'll get my thoughts together and have a better presentation on like iRacing and what's involved. I mean, go YouTube it. There's probably already a million videos out there, but my goal is just to have some fun with you tonight. I'm trying to get back into iRacing. And by the way, what I would say is if you're interested in iRacing, the one good thing about it, if you have to have no question, you have to have a steering wheel. Absolutely have to have a steering wheel and pedals. If you don't have a steering wheel and pedals, now there are people, sim fans out there that will use an Xbox controller. You can do that. Don't do that. if you're gonna spend the kind of money that you're gonna spend playing iRacing. Now, if you don't have a steering wheel and pedals and you're kind of interested in getting them, you're interested in iRacing. Okay, fine. Pay for a month subscription. Actually, what I would suggest, almost recommend, is something. And this is where they kind of get you, fans. Is if you buy, so you can get an introductory rate, and there's a lot of times like major discounts if you've never been an iRacing subscriber before. Once you are, though, you're like locked in, and they'll never give you, or hardly ever give you, discounts. They used to do like Black Fridays before Christmas, or before, right on Thanksgiving night. They used to have some incredible deals, like they would have like 50% off for even current subscribers. But they get you. Like once you start, so where I'm getting at with this, if you're serious about iRacing, don't just buy $13 to test it out, because then you'll never get the discount for because you could get I think easily at least 40% off like a new subscriber. You could buy a year for maybe $60 or something like that, 65, whatever. Don't quote me on that, somewhere around there. But you get an entire year. But if you only do 1 month, and big deal, you get 40% off of $13. Okay, so then you spend what is that? If you spend $8 or whatever it is, $7, something like that. Okay, so you save only $6, and then you decide you really like it, and now you kind of screwed yourself, because you can't go and then be like, well, I'm a new subscriber and then buy a year and get the bigger discount. So you really want to think about that before just saying, well, I'm just going to try it out. I mean, certainly you can do that, but if you are really serious about it, just do your research. Check out, there's a lot of people that do great videos on YouTube, and there's a lot of good articles on iRacing and what it's all about. So do your research, check it out, and I would. It's just something to consider, right? You don't waste your new subscriber discount. Now what you could always do is you could probably just register a different account. So I guess you could do the $13 with maybe grab a new email address, register with that, and then kind of try it out. And then if you like it, I suppose you could do that, and then just use your main account that you plan on buying all the content. So here's the thing, and I'm sorry I'm going on so long about this, but for those of you that are interested in iRacing and haven't done it, what you can do is you can do a different account and try it out, and then your main account, whatever you decide would be your main account, go ahead and use that account. But here's what they get you. You buy all your content like I was talking about. So you buy your tracks and you buy your car, and you invest quite a bit of money. I mean, I'm not talking like tens of dollars. I'm talking hundreds of dollars, in the long run, potentially. Especially if you're going to do like multiple series, which, like if you like Indy, if you like, GT racing and you want to do NASCAR racing, I mean, you can really rack it up. So anyway, if you want to do competitive online racing, because nothing's worse than you're like doing a full season and then it's like you look and it's like, oh, I don't have that track and I'm going to set out this week, and oh, I don't have that track, so here's another week, and now I can race for a week because I have that track. If you're like me, you want to race every single race, and so how many, even in like a NASCAR series, how many different races are in a season? I should know this, and I can't tell you right off the top of my head. But yeah, you're gonna just plan on buying. Now they'll reuse tracks for the next season and the next season, but then they're not stupid. They're gonna throw in some tracks that they hadn't used the previous season to try to get you to buy more. They're there to make a profit, obviously, nothing wrong with that, but it is expensive. So wanted to throw that out there, and so yeah. Anyway, so we got third place. So yes, right, third place, woohoo! And you can always do the replay and stuff. We're not going to do a replay because there was just nothing that was that exciting about that race, right? But I just kind of getting back into this. I wanted to have you come along, join me. So all right, that's it for now, sim fans, racing fans. So hopefully, you enjoyed this content. I don't have many entertainment videos. I can't resist just trying to give tips regardless if because I purely was planning on this just being entertainment, and I got a little bit more deep into iRacing than I wanted to, and so hopefully I didn't bore you to tears with that. But if you did like the video, please smash up the thumbs up, do a like on the video, do subscribe if you would, and I will have more content. I'll try to bring up the my other webcam to show you the steering wheel. I actually need to I need to have two webcams, fans, because I need to get one on the pedals and on the steering wheel, and I could use that for those of you that follow me that are watch the flying stuff. I could really have it on the TPR pedals and on the Alpha Flight Control and Bravo Throttle Quadrant. So, but again, my channel is for all of you, the sim fans that, it doesn't necessarily just mean flight simming, right? Racing. I need to do one on American Truck Simulator, so watch for that. I'll be doing that. And there's a lot of, I even toyed around with the idea if there's a bus simulator. There's a simulator for everything, right? So, but do watch for those. Do appreciate you joining me tonight. Take care. Until next time, fans. Blue skies.